I met a gypsy.
I think that everyone should ride a road bike at some level to understand how to pace yourself, right? So like most moto guys, like just going out to most amateur moto guys, what's the hardest thing for them to do is to pace themselves, because you have no metric. You don't have a power meter. You can't look at your heart rate.
Yeah.
You're on the gate. You're on the gate and you're just, yarr, and then you're 190 beats per minute for the first minute. And so then what happens to your arms? They explode, right?
Yeah.
But when you ride road bikes, what you're able to do is find where your body can exist and what level that is. And you know how long you can bang off the rev limiter for, and how there's no way you can do a 1 lap sprint and hold that pace. So maybe don't, like go as hard as you can for the first lap and then fade. And so I think that riding bicycles really helps with the moto side, because then you understand how to pace. Like I know without any metrics how my body feels. And then so I don't ever get arm pump. I never get arm pump because I don't put my heart rate to max. My legs now are decently strong, so I'm able to squeeze the bike. I'm able to kind of float with my arms a little bit. And look, I'm not like a good moto rider at all, but I'm just saying when I used to ride motos all the time, that's all I did, I was worse.
Yeah.
But now, with the cycling background, it makes motos more enjoyable. I can go out and do like a 20-minute moto and I'm not tunnel visioned. My arms aren't cramping up. It's fun. And when you can do things like jiu-jitsu gives you a really good perspective on life and your ego as just a human. And then, cycling can give you this ability to pace yourself really, really well. You can start enjoying other things in life more to a higher level, right? Like surfing or motos or whatever. If you don't have the fitness and the way to pace and the mindset, you might get a couple minutes, but what do we want to do? We want to do it all day. I want to ride motos all day. And so the more I can do that, I don't know, the more I can enjoy that sport.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense to me. So with the cycling, as a guy that rides moto, but is like super proficient when it comes to cycling and like in that world, what are pro moto guys getting out of cycling? Because that's like probably one of the foundational parts of any pro moto dude's program.
So I'm not Alden Baker, so I don't know exactly what their program is, but I would say that one, they're able to maintain a high level of fitness while not riding, right? Because you start hearing a lot of these big guys, they only might ride 2 days a week during race season, right? Because it takes a toll on the body. Like you can't ride motos all the time, just like kickboxing. You can't kick someone in the face all day, every day. So what do you do to maintain a level of fitness? And you can get in the gym and that's cool. But to be honest, the more muscle mass you have, the more energy to maintain that, right? And so you can't just be like this yoked dude on a moto, because then you just don't have that 20-minute effort in you, right? Because you have so much mass in you. Anyway, so that you're able to maintain a higher level of fitness with basically no impact to your body. You're not running on your knees. It's very low impact. It's very easy on your whole body. And then riding bikes is cool, right? So, I mean, I know that if you've never ridden a road bike, it probably seems lame as shit, but it's not. It's actually really fun. And so then, I wanted to ride motos all the time, but I lost everything. I sold my bikes. They were too expensive. The only thing I could do was ride a bicycle. And so that kind of gave me that itch, that scratch, right? And so, so then also it's a totally different world, but sort of similar. So then you can help prevent burnout, right? Like Ricky Carmichael is a very special breed. And he always talked about how many laps he ran over and over and over and over and over again. But if you could do something where you don't have to do that all the time, and you can sort of like maybe go mountain biking, like you're still going to sort of exercise those skill sets, but now you're doing something new. Your mind is fresh. And, Ryan Villapoto, I think he had said one time his career might have been longer if he had switched bike brands, just a change of scenery. And that change of scenery with like a road bike or mountain bike is so easy. You ride out your door and the scenery changes, right? And I know it's not exactly what he was talking about, but so the mental health moto or cycling is great. You know, you're able to maintain a high level of fitness kind of almost year round. And then the pacing is so important. So like, especially at the high level guys, they're able to know, well, I can't just go 100% off the gate and then expect to hold that all the way to the finish, right? They're gonna exist in a zone and then like attack at the end. And a lot of moto guys have actually got into like racing and like Zwift and doing things where there's like a race aspect where you have to manage your energy and your fueling and all this stuff and then end with a big effort. And there's just something about how you learn how your body dispenses energy that is really valuable for any sport. It doesn't matter. I mean, like, you have NASCAR guys.
Life in general too. Just in general in life, you know, like just learning. Like I think that the more, you sort of said it before, but it's like the more fit that you become across the board, it's like you can just slowly, like really, like we got a funny saying like that we say, it's like you just get up and you just suck the day's dick. Like you've just got everything in the tank to just go out and fucking make it happen, you know? So it's like, yeah, just having that, like lifting your own baseline constantly, it just almost like lets you take on more of the day every day. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.